Sports Stars magazine here, St. Francis freshman star, and the man who put together the greatest round in state championship history, Jaden Soong from St. Francis, 9 under 62, only 2 under through 8, and then have the eagle at 9, and then 7 under over the last 10 holes, man. I mean, I know you've had a little opportunity to reflect on it. I know you probably wanted to go out in style with the eagle on 18 as well, but 7 under over the last 10 holes. I mean, just how locked in did you feel?
I felt so locked in. Putting felt really good today. The driver was decent. It wasn't like as good as I thought it would be, but ball striking was good too. So I just put together a really good round out there.
To be able to get the eagle at the turn and then, parlay that, started getting going 10, 11, like just how, I mean, obviously, you could get an eagle and then, have nothing happen for 4 or 5 holes. Like, how much of a kind of a catalyst, like a, kind of like a, like a jump start was that for you, like heading into the back 9?
That eagle was a very big jump start. I mean, I hit a really good iron shot and put myself, I think, 9 feet from the hole, and then I drained that. I was like, let's freaking go. Like, I was pumped. And then on 10, I didn't hit a very good drive or second shot, so I was kind of like in the trees. I hit a really good wedge, though, to about 12 feet and drained that. So that was like really big momentum that I was carrying, like eagle, birdie, and then I think I went birdie again.
Yeah.
So it was just really big momentum.
Absolutely, and then another one in the middle of the round, which I don't know how much info you were getting from coach, or what you knew about what Evan was doing, at that point. But the birdie on 14, right?
14. No, I think. Oh yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I just want to make sure that we're talking the same
14,
language. That got you even, but then obviously, that birdie save on 17 was
first 6. Oh wait, birdie save.
Yeah. And then to set yourself up, to be in a position where, I mean, you could have, you could have just kind of parted in, at the end. But obviously, at that point in time, it's like, hey, if I'm not close to 61 or 60, let's go after it. So, what was the mindset? What was the energy like? Teeing off on 18.
I was definitely pumped. I will say I was a little nervous because I was kind of like, driver hasn't been that good today, so I was hoping I just hit the fairway. And then I had a really good tee shot, so I was like, after that, I was like, let's just go. Like, I wanted to see how far I had into the hole, and I had 250 to the flag and then 240 to the center of it. So I was like, I could just hit a 3-iron up there, especially with adrenaline going. I was like, if I just put it anywhere near the green or on, it would be perfect. And I hit an absolutely perfect shot, and then had about 15 feet for eagle, and then left that a little short. But yeah.
I one of the very few times that I could see today that there was because your body language and the way that you can compartmentalize your emotions, has just been unflappable through the postseason. I mean, obviously, you and Coach, we're talking with one of the other media reps about like the experience of having to you leave to Temecula thinking you're done, and then turn around and go back there and you're in street shoes, and still manage to qualify in 2 holes in the playoffs. So I mean, like you've done such a great job all throughout this first postseason run of compartmentalizing the emotions, but seeing that putt come up a little short, that was kind of the first time where I saw like, oh, like he's genuinely let down about that one. But then obviously to finish it off was 62, and I say that because no athlete in the 20-plus year history of the state golf finals, whether it's been here, whether it's been at San Gabriel, whether it's been at Quail, anywhere, has ever put up a 62. I did not know that.
I did not know that.
I mean, Fowler shot 64. The last 2 guys that won here, both shot 64.
Yeah.
So on any course ever in state championship history for boys golf, nobody has shot under 64. You shot 62. Like, how powerful is that to hear out loud?
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. So that's a cool achievement to have, and I feel very pumped about that. So I appreciate you telling me that.
No, most definitely. I mean, like, I said to Evan, because obviously you guys have a lot of respect for each other. You've been around each other a lot, not just in this short span of high school, him being a sophomore, you being a freshman, but obviously a ton in AJGA.
Yep.
And I said to him, Evan, if I told you that you woke up this morning and you're going to shoot 7 under 64, you think that's enough? And he's like, yeah, but when I know that Jaden's behind me and he's putting that well, he's like, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah.
Just in terms, I mean, we all know that, through Southern Section Finals, through SCGA qualifier, SCGA, it's survive and advance, right? It doesn't need to be a masterpiece. It just needs to be enough
Just survive,
to get going, to get up here to Poppy Hills. But like, just even in the best AJGA rounds that you've ever had, Jaden, like, just how good did the putting feel today in comparison to the
best I've ever had.
Yeah.
No, today was definitely one of the best days. I mean, I just probably saw my putting coach like 3 days ago, and he got me dialed. So I was like, it was really good to come out here and just putt really well, because this year, like, I haven't really putted my best compared to last year. So I was like just trying to get back to what I had last year, and then today just felt exactly what I had. And I was just so confident over every single putt that I could just hit it, know it would be on my line, and just almost walk it in. So I was like, yeah.
Absolutely. To have the experience of going to Florida,
Yep.
dealing with that weather, right, and then coming up here is sharp contrast, heat and humidity there. Obviously, it's a little colder, in the morning here, but it seemed like as it started to kind of, warm up, and that's a relative term here in comparison to what you had in Florida. It seemed like you also started to warm up.
Absolutely.
I mean, is that a fair assessment?
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
So just the fact that you made it a priority to want to play high school golf this year, and obviously just such a great representative for St. Francis. I mean the fact that it's the first individual state champion. How significant is that for you? To be wearing that on your shirt right now.
Very significant. I wanted to come out here and represent and just show that St. Francis could compete against all these other schools, and from an individual standpoint, I did it out here. So it was really cool, and now I'm just looking forward to going back home and celebrating with the team.
Awesome, man. Again, 9 under 62, the best score ever on any course in boys golf state championship history in California. 7 under over the last 10 holes is truly remarkable.
Yep.
Jaden, congratulations.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.